Hello everybody, it's Will here. Today is May 30th, back for another hive inspection. Wanted to check to see how they're doing with the honey, the medium super I put on top for honey. And last week I had actually dropped in a frame of this synthetic wax bee comb to replace a frame that they hadn't really drawn out very well. So I want to see how they're doing with that. I have an extra honey super here just in case I need to use it. I'm hoping that's the case. That would be great. So we'll see. Weather today is great. It's mid to upper 70s, nice and sunny. If I can get this glove on, we can get started. There we go. And again, I brought another pollen patty because they have been going through still a patty a week. I'm hoping we're beyond that. I think I say that every week now, but I do hope that's the case. I'm gonna set this stuff down here. Try to get some of this grass out of the way. Bees seem to be busy. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Looks like some activity up top. Got the inner cover stuck a little bit. All right, let's see how we're doing up here in the honey super. Looks like lots of bee coverage up here. Really happy to see that. I did put the queen excluder on last week too, so that it's encouraging that I'm seeing this many bees up here even with the excluder on. All right, still not much going on with the end frame there. I think last week I had five of these frames that had comb on. Now they're drawing this one out. Wow, this one got some weight to it, drawn out, and they're starting to pack it. Look at all that nectar in there, and they got some of it capped. They're capping some of it. So this is my first year of actually getting anything up in the medium. Some of that capped honey. Look at all that capped honey. That's great. Just 1, 2. Filling that one full. Filling that one, capping it off. So that's 3 frames. That's being capped. So that makes 4 frames that are drawn and worked on. Ooh, this one's heavy. Look at that. It's 5. We're starting on this one. That'd be 6. Nothing on that one. Nothing on this one. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little rearranging here. See if I can encourage them to start drawing these empty ones out. So I'm going to checkerboard them. So we got drawn comb there. Put an empty in. Drawn comb there. Put this empty in. That one drawn. Put that empty in. This one drawn. Put this one in here. So that's very encouraging. Might actually throw that other medium on top just in case. Okay, as you can see, I got the clean excluder in here. I'll crack this off. Move it over here. With all those bees working that. That's great. Okay. We're really working on propolising down this excluder. Where should I? Yeah, I'll set that right there. Alright, so we're up in the top deep part of the brood chamber. Clean up a little bit of this burr comb. Alright, a little more here. Alright, so let's see how we're doing down in the brood chambers here. Packed full of bees the whole way across. I'm going to loosen these up a little bit. Try to pull the second frame out. A lot of people don't use these frame pullers, but I actually like it. Maybe it's because I only have one hive to worry about, but to me it feels like I have less chance of rolling bees when I'm pulling the frame out. Okay. This frame's pretty heavy. Plenty of capped brood going on there. And some open larvae. And some eggs over here on this side. Capped brood. Some they're just getting ready to cap. Some really young larvae down here. See, it's night and eggs. So it's, I know my queen's been here at least 3 days ago because I'm seeing eggs. And the fact that it's just sunny out today makes it a whole lot easier to see what's going on in these frames. Now this is heavy. Look at all that capped honey. This whole frame is nothing but honey. Yep. All right. That's good. They have food stores. I don't have to worry about anything right now. Look at all that brood. That whole frame is covered. The queen cup there. One on the other side. And that whole side is full. That's crazy. Okay, nothing in the cup. So that's great. That's a whole frame of brood right there. Okay. Cat brood. Where'd my son go? Got food or nectar on the outside of the brood nest. Looks like that one's ready for her to lay in. There's some capped honey on the edges. So again, one of the things I'm looking for is signs that they're swarming. Thing about swarming. Plenty of cups going on. Nothing there, nothing in them. We'll let them go. Capped brood on that side. And nectar, all nectar on this side. Hopefully they'll be moving all this nectar up. I don't want this in the brood nest necessarily. So hopefully I am going to add this other medium, and maybe that'll kind of dissuade them from swarming tendencies. So this one is pretty open. It's all cleaned out. There is some nectar in some cells and some capped brood here on the edge over here. On like the past several weeks, I have yet to see the queen. She's normally made a pretty early appearance. Stupid string doesn't want to let go. Alright, now we're on to this Better Comb synthetic wax comb that I put in last week. We'll see how they're treating this. It's the first I've ever used it. Got some weight on it. Looks like they're using it right now to pack nectar in. I added this because I had a frame in there that they were just barely working on drawing out, and I wanted to instantly give them some more space, and it looks like they're using it. I'd rather her use it, the queen use it for laying eggs though. Okay, a little bit of capped brood down here. Wish that sun would come back out. Okay, looks like they're packing nectar in. Lots of cups on this side too. Nothing in them. Okay, nothing spectacular going on in that one. Come on, son, come back out. Makes it so much easier to see down in these cells. Wow, this one's heavy. Capped brood all over on that side. And on this side. So that's pretty much 3 full frames of brood up in this box. I'm gonna put this back together and go through the lower. See an awful lot of queen cups, so I'm hoping they're not getting any ideas. About swarming. Okay, and I didn't spot the queen up here, so she should be down in the lower brood box. Make some room to drop this frame in. Okay. I'm going to crack this box off. That had some weight to it. Alright, so good. They're not really working on this pollen patty, which means they're getting all the pollen protein they need. Okay. See how we're doing down here. And again, this box is full of bees in the end, and this is on a good day when the foragers are out. So that means the population of the hive is booming. Okay. Get that frame out. Got some capped brood and open brood. Yep. There's the queen. So I don't want to necessarily put her hanging off the edge. So I'm going to catch her in the queen clip here. I didn't want to hang the frame with her on it on the outside. Hopefully I didn't hurt her catching her in that clip that time. That was a little bit of a struggle. Okay, this is nectar and pollen. So since I know she's in there and they're doing good, my main thing right now is I'm looking for swarm cells. So I'm going to kind of go through this a little quicker than normal. Okay, open larva there. In case you're wondering, I'm blowing on the bees and that makes them move. Okay. Got brood there. Plenty of room for her to work. Some nectar and some cat brood there. So hopefully we start moving that up. Spotted cat brood and nectar. I'm gonna have to smoke these girls. And I'm gonna move the queen over here temporarily. Pollen and nectar. Same there. So far so good on swarm cells. Lots of brood there. Or I should say drone brood. I haven't seen an overabundance of it in here, which is good. So that's another sign that they'll want to swarm. Okay, cat brood there. And a frame of cat brood there. So once those emerge, she'll have room to work in there. Okay. Cat brood. And some open space and nectar. Let's see how we are on this final frame. Pollen and nectar and some capped honey. Okay, so let's get this guy together. Very happy with the fact that there's not even a cup down here. So we're going to get this box put back together. And of course now the sun comes out. Okay. Try to make some space to get this second frame in. Trying to smoke them off the top of the bar there so I can grab it. Slowly drop it into the box. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna space the frames. Smoke them down. And let the queen go down in the box right off the bat. Put the patties back in, and I'm not going to replace them since they're not using the whole thing. Okay, so get these guys out of the way so I can put this box back on. Oof, that thing's heavy. Okay, that's one. I'll put the excluder on. Keep the queen from coming up. Put the super on. That I checkerboarded. And I'm going to go over here and grab this other super. You're not going to need it immediately, but I want it to be there for when they decide they do. And hopefully they'll start drawing this one out pretty quick too. Put these together. Put this inner cover on. And the lid. All right, there we go, folks. So far, so good. No real signs of swarming, except for more than a few cups, but nothing going on with them. Queen looked like she has plenty of places to lay. Maybe 5 frames worth of brood, capped brood going on there, and plenty of open brood. And the weather for the next week should be very cooperative, I think. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I come back next week and this box that I checkerboarded will be drawn pretty decent, and then wishful thinking that they start on this one. So we'll see how it goes. All right, folks, have a great week, and I'll catch up to you next time.